Okay guys, there's a 73, it's called a Scotty Sportsman, made in Oberlin, Kansas. It's a 10-foot body, 13 foot including the tongue. So it's considered 13 foot, but I don't know, too many people that can sleep out on the tongue. As you can see, it does have hail damage. It does have that dent right here. As you can see, someone must have jackknifed or backed into something, but it has hail dents mostly on this side. Somebody added this great air conditioning unit. I did put power to it. The compressor sounds like it comes on, but the blower does not work. It may be repairable, or get another one, or whatever you decide that you want to do with it. The step does come out and go back in. It does have older 14-inch tires on it. They hold air. They got good tread. They should make a trip home with proper inflation, which when I got it, when I brought it home. This window here does need to be replaced. As you can see, it's got some duct tape, and I will be putting some more duct tape on it because the old duct tape is starting to fail. But here's the thing. It says Oberlin Trailer Company, or Oberlin Trailers Incorporated, Oberlin, Kansas. Made 1 of 73, 1973. So it's going to be 50 years old here pretty quick. I did not ever take this awning out to see if it works. I'm sure it does. I just never did it. The wiring for the lights, the bottom lights in the back, are wired with this 4-pole flat. Does not have electric brakes on it. Doesn't need it since it's so light. Never did have electric brakes on it. 2-inch ball. Jack does work. The propane tank would go right here. As you can see, there's like a little notch cut out here. It'd go right here. But the line back farther underneath, maybe about, let's see how far back that is. Probably going to need about maybe a 3-foot rubber propane line, then couple it into that copper line. Then you just take a standard propane, like on your barbecue grill type regulator, and a propane tank, and you'll have power, or propane, excuse me, to your stove top. Does not have an oven. We'll get inside in a second here. You know, this thing is 50 years old. It's got some tree mold or something growing on it. This side here doesn't have as much hail, but it still has some. I did not do any of these updates, repairs, or whatever you see, so don't blame me for none of that. Somebody added this. What you do, there's a cord in there, and you pull it out, and you just plug it into an extension cord like right there in the ground. And it's pretty long, blue, heavy cord. So I have not put water to this thing. It's going to need some repairs done. It's going to need this shutoff valve, which is the drain. It needs a new one of those, which are available. This seems to be alright, probably alright. This is just your sink drain, does not have a holding tank. This is your vent. This was their idea of putting city water to the sink. We'll go inside and you'll see the two things. But that was their idea, to put city water to it. So I guess you could put a reverse thing and put city water if you want. I usually don't get too worried about that kind of stuff. This vent does open. This window here will open. It goes out, then it only goes in about 3/4 of an inch before, and then it won't go in. So it might need a new controller. They're about, I think they're about $15, and just got to take it apart and put it in. Here's the back where they added the 2 lights in the bottom. Those 2 bottom lights do work. The 2 original lights, this one is cracked out. Those do not work. License plate light would go there. Somebody did a wonderful sealing job on that back window, which that is plexiglass. Now, if anybody knows about these wheels, guys, these wheels are worth $100 a piece. I can sell them all day long at $100 a piece on eBay. And there's 3 of them. 2 in the axle, 1 here, so it's $300. It looks like somebody might have pulled a little boat behind it, because it does have a pigtail where you can connect, you know, your boat to it and pull it behind your pickup, I guess. I've never done that before, so that's news to me. It does have these hooks up here for the awning, where it would have an awning. I do not have keys for the door, which is just a standard household door lock. I do not have a key for that. That is just a standard little you know, L-shaped thing with a key, and you turn it and it goes up and down. The heater, I can't check any of that because I can't put propane to it. But the heater vents here, like I said, that air conditioner, which is just a terrific thing. Originally this would have had a little screen in here, and you could buy a screen kit, measure that out, and make a screen that would go in there, and you could slide it up and down, I guess. Well, actually, no, I'll take that back. The screen is already there. The screen is missing, so you need the screen material and the little spline that goes in there, and you can have a screen, but that window on the bottom will need to be replaced. Latch this door. Okay, so it's a typical green, 1973 green that they like to do back in the days. We got some grab handles here, air conditioning vent that they put in. I wouldn't have done that, but they did. The upholstery in this thing, believe it or not, amazingly, is in good condition. I'm sure this has been reupholstered. I would suggest probably take a little green machine upholstery cleaner and just do a light cleaning on these, because there was some dust in here, and I'm sure there's dust showing on that. So let's have an old-time thermometer there. I'm almost 6 foot tall, and 6 foot is going to be pretty much at the top of your height inside here. Cabinets around here at the ceiling, fire extinguisher. I did hit it once and some powder came out, so it should work, I guess. These two 12-volt lights, left and right, do work. This here I did not try. I'm sure it does work. It's just a little 12-volt with a little electrical thing out. The light underneath the stove top does work. The refrigerator, it is not propane. It is electric, regular household, and it is 12-volt. And I tried it on both, and it works on both. So that's cool, and it does work. It does get cool. I didn't, you know, go down all the way to freezing, but I felt inside the freezer. It's got a little freezer there, which is just open. The controls right there. So it's better than an icebox, I guess. But I don't know how long it would last with the 12-volt. It does not have the 12-volt battery. Do not have a 12-volt deep cycle battery for it. It does not come with one. And the control for electric and everything is right underneath that seat. Like I said, the water I've never turned on because it needs some TLC on that. Stainless steel sink. This is just an old-fashioned pump, which I love. I don't know if it would work or not, but if not, they do make replacements for it today to buy new ones. And this is just a standard cold. It's just cold only. This does not have a bathroom in it, guys. It's only 10 foot. If you had a bathroom, I hope you're really small, because you'd never get in it if you're any size. This light above the sink here, that fixture is going to need to be replaced. You can see that it's broke out. It's just like those over there, and you can buy them still. I did test for power. There's power to it. The ground is the issue, reason why this doesn't work, because it's not up in there, and then the ground needs to be fixed on that. Now somebody added this light back here, which is kind of funny, and just put the wires and put them underneath. And underneath the bed here, where it pulls out, is just a plug-in that goes to that, which I don't know where you're supposed to plug it in at. I didn't check, but I would take that out. It was me. Now above here, somehow it had some kind of a bed for a small child to go up here, and then this pulls out, goes here, and goes here. This does fold up, this little shelf, which is kind of cool. It's just an extension, kind of tight, but it does fold down and folds back up, so you can extend out your workspace. There's some storage underneath here, which is that back there in that corner where that lock is at. Now it does have some previous old water damage in here. You know, I mean, these old campers, I mean, to find one that has no water damage is almost unheard of. It's really hard. But for the most part, you know, it's pretty damn good old camper. I mean, all the spots you should look at up in here, all along the top, the corners, inside here. It's hard to see. Okay, here we go. There's where that air conditioner's at, and the reason why it has is that. So it would work, I guess, if you wanted to put a new air conditioner in it. There's a mirror there that's attached to that door. There's a heater. I did not try that because I had no propane, like I said. I would clean it out very well, light it, and see what happens, and go from there. You can see all this stuff is pretty decent. Now they did do some woodwork above, right there on each side. I don't know why they did that. I think back here showed a little bit of water damage. And I don't know why that is, if they left the window open or that window didn't shut for them, or what happened. But all up in there, yeah, a little bit right here, and that's probably the worst spot there is, right there. But it's underneath the cupboard, so it's kind of nice, so you don't see it. But it doesn't appear like it's been recent. I think it's been a long time ago when that happened, I think. But anyhow, that's the story on the inside outside. If you got any questions, give me a holler at 308-631-5635. I do have a title that goes to it. Ready for a buyer and some cash. So if you have any problems, we are located up here in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Look at the map, about 165 miles from Fort Collins, about 200 miles from Denver, and you can figure out the rest. Zip code 69361. Got any other questions, just give me a holler, and I'll be happy to go out and answer the questions for you as honestly as I can. Alright, thank you guys.